So today we're diving into It Ends With Us
By Colleen Hoover.
by Colleen Hoover. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're giving you like the speed run on this one.
Yeah.
You've heard the hype. You've seen it everywhere. But what's the real deal?
Like, what is it really about?
Yeah.
And should I even read it?
Exactly. Think of us as like your little shortcut.
Yeah. Your cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet to understanding what all the fuss is about. You know, you might be wondering.
Should I read it? Is it as good as everyone says?
Or maybe you've heard it's like super controversial.
Yeah, a lot of mixed reviews.
And you want the lowdown. Before actually diving in,
We gotcha.
we got you.
We've got a YouTube deep dive. We got Goodreads reviews.
A Wikipedia.
Wikipedia entry.
A whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So let's set the scene. Lily,
Our main character.
our main character,
Mm-hmm.
she moves to Boston to open a flower shop.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Driven.
Driven.
Wants to do her own thing.
Yeah. And determined to not repeat her parents' messed up relationship.
Yes, very much so. Which, by the way, involved abuse. Her father was abusive to her mother.
Yeah. So we get that like right off the bat.
Heavy stuff.
Heavy stuff right away.
Yeah.
And then she meets Ryle,
Who is seemingly perfect on the outside.
neurosurgeon.
Yeah, handsome, successful.
Seems to be very smitten with Lily, but there are hints of trouble.
There are some red flags right away.
He's got this no relationships rule.
Yeah.
He gets weirdly angry. Remember that whole kicking the chair?
Kicking a chair incident.
Yeah.
And then also like the pressure he puts on Lily
About sex.
about sex. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite right.
Doesn't feel good.
So we have Lily, who is obviously drawn to Ryle,
Mm-hmm.
but also is scared of ending up like her mom.
Yeah.
It's this constant like push and pull.
Back and forth.
Yeah, between wanting love, but also like fearing history repeating itself. Pretty relatable.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people can relate to that.
For a lot of people, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's really where the book kind of digs into.
How do we break free from these patterns that we see growing up?
Especially when love and fear are so like tangled up.
It's like a knot. Yeah, it's messy.
It's messy. And that's where I think some of the controversy starts brewing too.
Yeah.
Because some readers, they see those red flags with Ryle instantly,
Right away.
right away.
Yeah.
Others are more blindsided when things actually turn abusive.
It's almost like watching a slow motion train wreck.
It is.
You kind of see the signs.
Just see it coming.
Yeah, you're like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
But you can't look away.
I can't stop it. Yeah.
And it really does mirror how like insidious abuse is in real life.
Exactly.
Yes, sometimes you don't realize.
You don't even realize it's happening.
Happening until it's too late.
Yeah.
And the book doesn't hold back
Yeah.
from showing
The abuse.
Ryle's abuse, like,
Physical and emotional.
yeah, both physical and emotional.
Yeah.
But here's the catch.
We also got.
We also get his backstory.
And as a child,
As a child.
he accidentally shot and killed his brother.
This is a big reveal later on in the book. Yeah.
Now some readers think that that's used to excuse his actions,
Yeah. Like it's trying to garner sympathy.
which is a huge point of debate
Yeah.
in like the Goodreads reviews.
Yeah.
They are wild.
They're all over the place.
Some people say the book romanticizes Ryle
Yeah.
and staying in a toxic relationship.
And forgiving him.
Yeah. Other people think it's like brutally honest
Yeah.
about the feelings
Yeah.
and the complexities
Of being in that situation.
of being in that situation.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough. And then you add in the layer that this is based on Colleen Hoover's own parents.
Yeah.
She actually had a good relationship with her dad despite his abuse
Yeah.
of her mom.
And that really echoes in the book's ending.
Lily leaves Ryle, but
He still
yeah,
gets partial custody of their daughter.
of their daughter, which
Sure.
is a lot to unpack.
A lot.
Yeah.
So,
Like, is it realistic?
is it realistic?
Is it dangerous to even suggest that an abuser can just change?
Or is it simply just reflecting Colleen Hoover's own life choices?
Right.
I mean, you've got people who are furious
Yeah.
about that ending. While other people are like,
Life is messy.
life is messy.
It happens.
It happened.
No easy answers here.
No easy answer.
Makes you wonder, is the book trying to like make some big moral statement, or is it just showing how like complex these situations can be?
Yeah, is there even a right answer?
Right.
Like, are we supposed to come away
Mm.
with this feeling of like, oh, this is good, this is bad? I don't know. I think a lot of people are hooked on this book because it's just so raw.
The emotions.
The immersion, you feel Lily's struggle,
Yeah.
even if you don't agree with every choice she makes.
And then there's Atlas.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about Atlas.
Lily's first love,
Yes.
who she met when they were teenagers. And get this,
Okay.
he was homeless, living in an abandoned house next door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a dramatic backstory.
Yeah.
But their connection was intense, but like life got in the way.
Life happened.
Life happens.
Mhm.
And so Atlas represents this like ideal love.
Yeah.
The what if that kind of hangs over Lily's head
Through the whole book.
the whole time
Yeah.
throughout her entire relationship with Ryle.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he reappears
Oh, yeah.
at this pivotal moment,
Like we're just waiting for him to come back.
throwing even more fuel on the fire. Talk about adding to the drama.
Oh, yeah. It's just what we needed.
Oh,
More drama.
right. It's like every element of this book,
It's designed to get you riled up.
yeah, is designed to get a reaction out of you. Love it, hate it,
Feel completely confused.
feel confused by it.
Yeah,
Definitely gets people talking.
for sure. It's a conversation starter.
Yeah. And that might be the whole point. Like, it's not a simple story with easy answers.
Right.
It's messy.
It is messy.
It challenges you. It forces you to confront your own beliefs about
Like what you think about love,
love.
forgiveness.
What is a happy ending?
What even makes a happy ending?
Right.
And it doesn't wrap everything up in a neat little bow,
No.
which is probably why it sparked so much discussion.
That's why we're here.
There's one more thing we haven't even touched on.
Okay, what's that?
So, how Lily processes everything. Throughout the book, she writes these journal entries too.
Okay.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Wait.
Ellen DeGeneres,
The talk show host?
like the talk show host.
Okay. I know. It's weird.
It sounds super cringy.
It does.
Right.
But the YouTube reviewer had this interesting point. Like, maybe this is Lily's way of coping
Okay.
with all this trauma from her past and her relationship with Ryle by forming this, like, imaginary connection with someone she sees as safe and understanding.
Like a parasocial relationship almost.
Exactly. Which
Ah.
can be surprisingly common,
Yeah.
you know, especially for people dealing with tough emotions.
So, like, what does this all mean?
Right.
Like, should you read It Ends With Us?
I mean, we're not here to, like, tell you what to think,
Yeah, we're not going to give you, like, a yay or nay.
but hopefully we've given you, like, a taste
Just a little snippet
of what to expect.
of what's in store if you do pick it up. Yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster.
For sure.
You might get totally invested in the romance.
Yeah.
Or you might find yourself, like, yelling at the book,
At the characters.
at the characters, being like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, why are you doing that?
But either way, I think it makes you think.
Which is, honestly, more than a lot of books can say.
Yeah, for sure. And, like, even the little details.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they tie into these big themes, like
Yeah.
the flower shop.
Lily's flower shop.
Yeah, it's not just about a career.
Right.
Flowers, and especially lilies, symbolize new beginnings, resilience, overcoming challenges. So it's very much connected to Lily's journey.
To break free from that cycle of abuse and, like,
Yeah,
create a better life for herself and her daughter.
exactly.
And the title itself, It Ends With Us.
So much packed into those 4 words.
There's so much there. I mean, it's like Lily wanting to stop the abuse
Yeah.
with her generation, but it also kind of hints at.
Our power to make choices that shape our future, you know?
Yeah.
Even if they're hard, like leaving Ryle, even though she loves him, that's a powerful message about putting your well-being first.
Yeah, and the YouTube reviewer said something that really stuck with me. Even if you hate the romance
Yeah.
or the ending,
Which a lot of people do,
it still forces you to confront how we portray abuse,
especially in fiction.
especially in fiction.
We're used to like the clear-cut villains,
Yeah.
but real life is much messier. And I think that's what It Ends With Us is trying to show.
Yeah.
Love and manipulation can exist together,
Wow.
and escaping that is really hard.
It's not always a fairy tale ending,
Nope.
and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Here's the takeaway.
Yeah.
It's a controversial book
Definitely.
for a reason. It sparks important conversations about abuse,
Forgiveness.
forgiveness,
The choices.
the choices we make.
Yeah, whether you love it or hate it,
It gets you thinking.
it gets you thinking. And that's what a good deep dive should do.
Exactly. That's what we're all about.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening, everyone.